coming up, National Award winners, how our township police are being recognized for something you and I don't think about every day. Nick?
Yeah, Kelly, the launch of the United Shore Professional Baseball League has been nothing short of impressive. But coming up, I'll tell you why more people might be grabbing their gloves next season.
And laying off to balance the budget, how many teachers in Utica community schools will be looking for jobs elsewhere due to a district-wide layoff in the fall. Charlie?
Well, the 4th of July might be over, but cleanup for one local family is far from it. Coming up, how fireworks could have caused this huge house fire.
It's all on this edition of Shelby This Week. Just because the 4th of July festivities are over, that doesn't mean people will stop lighting off fireworks. Charlie Cadado joins us in studio with a look at the law. Charlie, I understand the fire department has a new warning.
That's right. Actually, they've placed a complete ban on fireworks and open flames, citing dry conditions. But get this, under state law, you can only set off fireworks the day before, the day of, or the day after a national holiday. But is the law really stopping people? At least one local family learned the answer to that question. Cell phone video captures the moments after a massive fire ignites this home on Mallard Court near 21 Mile and Hayes.
Everyone's alarms are going off everywhere.
Officials suspect fireworks could be the cause. In fact, the night before, neighbors report them going off near the backyard.
The fireworks that come down either land in a field that has that tall, dry grass. They land on we've had them land on people's roofs in the past.
With dry conditions, fire officials say burning open flames is dangerous and could have caused this family the heartache. Fire Chief Jim Swinkowski blames Lansing.
That's the whole problem with this ridiculous law. You can shoot up whatever you want. There's no consideration for what goes up must come down.
And just days before the 4th of July holiday, Swinkowski announced a ban in Shelby Township. No fireworks, no bonfires, no open flames.
Business is a little okay, but with the ban, it hurt us a little bit.
Rudy Jarbo owns 6 fireworks tents across Macomb County. He heard about the fire on Mallard, but says no matter the law, no matter the ban, fires won't stop people from buying fireworks.
It was illegal when we used to cross state borders and get this stuff. Now, due to some fire marshals, they're going to ban it. I don't think it's going to stop anybody.
But those officials say a ban could prevent another fire like this one in Shelby Township.
People in Lansing, when they did this law, had no consideration for, people like this family.
And luckily, the family was able to get out okay, and they continue to clean up. Fireworks are supposed to be fun, so if you set them off, please use extra caution. Because we really don't want to report on any more house fires. Kelly?
All right, thanks, Charlie. Police are investigating after a Shelby Township woman lost her life in a deadly car crash in Washington Township. It happened earlier this month when her car collided head-on with another car on northbound M53 between 30 and 31 Mile Road. 70-year-old Maria Pierce was driving south in the northbound lane when her car hit another going the opposite way. Pierce died at the scene. The 52-year-old man driving the other car was pinned inside and had to be extricated. He's expected to recover from his injuries. While the investigation remains open at this time, alcohol is not believed to be a factor. Utica community school officials have said for months enrollment will decline in the next few years, and this has led the board to unanimously approve to lay off 35 full-time teachers in response. Total enrollment for the next school year is projected to just under 28,000, which is a decline of 440 students. The district is expecting a fall of over 1,100 students over the next 4 years, and this also means an annual funding loss of $12 million. Because of this, the board adopted that new budget, which will meet all of the contractual and state legal obligations that will maintain the district's core and academic and extracurricular programs. District officials say this decline in enrollment is due to the falling birth rates in Macomb County. We see police officers in good times and bad, but there's one thing we tend not to notice, and they're winning a national award for it. The North American Association of Uniform Manufacturers and Distributors gave their Public Safety Best Dressed Award to Shelby Township PD, a department with less than 100 officers.
Well, if you look at the picture, it's a variety of our uniforms that we wear. This right here is more of a formal uniform. It's something I wear for ceremonious things. The other uniforms we wear in the field where they need to be more rough, they get dirtier. The honor guard wears jackets and hats, and it's just a wide variety. The picture shows the differences in our style and also the innovative technology we've changed to.
Sergeant Jack Belmo put together the awards application, which included a picture of all the different uniforms our officers wear.
It was an easy assignment for me to pick up because I fully believe in looking professional and having, the best looking uniforms in the county. So when I first started, this was what you wore and that was it. Now we have cargo pants, dry fit shirts, external vests, which not only do they look good, but they also benefit the officer.
What's unique about these uniforms is that they provide functionality and comfort required for their job, especially with the added gear they have to wear. And the department is thrilled with the honor.
Again, I fall back on our mission statement, striving to set the standard for law enforcement excellence in Macomb County, and I think this award pretty much solidifies that. We, every day, are striving to be professional and meet the needs of this community, and I think winning this award is an example of how much we want to do good for this community.
And as we were leaving the awards ceremony, Sergeant Belmo brought out their new award-winning vests for us to take a look at. He pointed out that while the vests felt heavy as you carried them, once they're on, your gear doesn't feel half as heavy on the body. Compared to the belt other officers wear, this takes all of the weight off of their hips and back and displaces that around the body. And I have to say, he was right. It felt almost comfortable. This new vest provides officers with better mobility and makes it easier for them to run in certain situations. And they are one of the first departments to start using these vests in the area. Congratulations to our entire Shelby Police Department. It's become a hot ticket in Macomb County, and it seems everyone wants to head into Utica to catch a minor league game. But since the discussion of building Jimmy John's Field, many people have debated how long can it last. Now, almost 2 months in, United Shore Professional Baseball League leaders are already talking about expanding, and Shelby TV's Nick Buckler was let in on the conversation.
The early success of the United Shore Professional Baseball League has people wondering how early the league could add more teams. The league's commissioner, Andy Appleby, says a possible expansion could come sooner rather than later.
We'll either add a team or two here in Utica or either buy a existing ballpark or maybe retrofit another.
Rumors were going around that the league was hoping to add more stadiums across the state by next year. But Appleby was quick to say plans for that may be a bit farther down the road.
Probably not. It's a little close to here. We're thinking more the western side of the state, and the other side of that is it'd be hard to find the right land in Birmingham, Bloomfield for that. But potentially something on the west side, more towards Ann Arbor.
Since the launch of the league in May, these 3 teams have played in front of crowds averaging more than 3,000 fans per night. Games are Thursday through Sunday with the occasional Wednesday game, making it easier for families to come take in the action in the summer.
I try to see just about every family that's here either coming in or leaving, and people are saying that they're not just coming back, they're coming back tomorrow night, and those are the adults. The kids all want to come back.
Appleby's goal is to have a baseball operation of 20 teams that will give players the chance to make it to the big leagues. Nick Buckler, Shelby This Week.
And 2 more players from the league are off to the big leagues. The Pittsburgh Pirates have purchased contracts for 2 pitchers. Chris McDonald was pitching for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers and Evan Pichota for the Utica Unicorns.
I think that added a lot of credibility to the game. I really, from owning minor league ball clubs before, I knew that the quality was going to be fantastic, but it's nice to get that vindication right off the bat.
Now there's about 70 players in the league, give or take some, and around 10 are originally from Michigan. Both Chris and Evan are both from Livonia. Evan Pichota went to Madonna University and Chris Evans pitched for Hillsdale College. Congratulations to now the 3rd and 4th players to get picked up by the majors from our minor league. It's coming down to decision time, and while you have a few more months to decide who you want to be the next president, you only have a few more weeks to decide who you want to vote for in the local elections. Shelby TV wants to make your decision easier with our Meet the Candidates. We had exclusive sit-down interviews with everyone from township electoral candidates to county candidates. So if you need more information on an incumbent or someone new running for office, head to our Facebook page. There you'll see a full schedule of when they'll be running throughout the week on Shelby TV. And you'll also find a link to all of the interviews on our YouTube page. And you won't find any of those complete interviews with every candidate on any other station. Still ahead, Open for Business. We'll give you a look at 3 new businesses coming to Shelby Township now that the ribbons are cut. And calling someone qualified. We'll tell you all about a new job opening at the municipal office and how you can apply. And no, you don't have to run for any election. Stay tuned.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
The Senior Center is ringing in America's birthday with song. Among the many groups and clubs the center offers, a choir is one of them. Whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. And to help celebrate the 4th of July, they put on a concert singing some of the classics, including the national anthem. Streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Stick around for after the broadcast. We'll bring you more of the Seniors Center Choir singing more of their patriotic songs. Shelby is welcoming 3 new businesses to town, and they're all conveniently located in the same complex. One of those new businesses is Tropical Smoothie.
When you come in here, your stuff is made to order. It's not sitting under lights, so you're always getting healthier options and fresher food.
The ribbon was also cut on Premier Sports Center, an indoor sporting facility that provides a safe and clean environment for participants with a synthetic sport turf that feels like real grass. And it can also be converted to a baseball diamond. This is the first of its kind in Macomb County.
We are actually in plans right now, negotiations right now to expand. By this time next year, we'll probably be with the architect drawing to expand onto the back of this.
And for athletes and spectators alike, OMPT Physical Therapy opened up in the complex as well, which can specialize in a variety of things.
It's called Alter G, where patients, if they have problem with loading the joints while they're walking on a regular treadmill or exercising, we can get them in and reduce the gravity or the weight bearing on the joints.
You can find all of these 3 businesses on 23 Mile, just west of Hayes. Police were busy during the holiday weekend responding to lots of calls, including this one, of a car crashing into a house. This happened on Janus Street near Van Dyke and 21 Mile. This surveillance camera caught all of the action. Police officials say this was at the part of Van Dyke that dead ends, but the driver apparently didn't see the sign. The car hit the curb, causing it to go airborne, crashed through a 6-foot wall, and then crashed into the home's dining room. Luckily, no one was home at the time and no injuries were reported. There's no word yet on if the driver is facing charges. Crews were out doing some maintenance on Macomb Orchard Trail. In order to keep people and plant life safe, Macomb County had workers out trimming trees to maintain the power lines. Crews actually do this every year, so they wanted you to know everything is fine, it's just a bit of maintenance work needing to be done. We know you probably have a busy calendar filled with lots of things to do this summer, but why not take some time to walk through award-winning gardens? Our John Martin takes a closer look at the planning of the garden walk and how you can get involved.
We are so excited. It is slated for July 16th, that's a Saturday, and this is our biannual walk. So just every 2 years, we are featuring 5 residential homes and then always the Heritage Gardens on the township grounds. It's going to be beautiful. We are a nonprofit organization. We are involved in charity organizations and beautifying Shelby Township, and we'd really appreciate the support. Plus, it's going to be a wonderful event.
Well, we built this home in 1993 and started out as the second house in the subdivision, so we had nothing. And while we were waiting for the house to be built, I looked through a lot of Victorian magazines to find ideas of things that I wanted to incorporate in the garden, and the parterre garden was one of the prominent features in a lot of those magazines, and it caught my eye right away. So I knew that was going to be the centerpiece of what we were going to do, and talked my husband into it. And as I stood on that balcony up there, he drew a circle in the sand here, which was the beginning of the garden.
We look forward to seeing everyone support the community, support the beautification of Shelby, support the Shelby Gardeners Walk. See you there. Rain or shine, $10 in advance, $12 at the door, at Heritage Gardens, and even at the library the day of, they can still purchase and go any order that they wish.
For Shelby This Week, this has been John Martin reporting.
We've got a job hunt alert for you here in Shelby Township. The municipal building is accepting applications for the position of an account processor. It's a full-time position in the Department of Public Works. It pays just over $34,000 to about $40,000 in salary. The deadline to apply is July 12th. If you're interested in applying, head over to shelbytwp.org. Scroll down to the bottom and click Careers. Then click on General Employment at the Charter of Shelby Township. There you'll see a whole list of job openings. The most recent, like the account processor, is at the top. The duties of this job include processing a variety of accounts receivables, resolving customer complaints, assisting with file maintenance, among other responsibilities. The site has a full list of duties and qualifications. Next on Shelby This Week, out with the old and in with the new. We'll tell you the plans for a vacant building in Utica that used to be a bookstore and what's going in now. And Arts and Apples. It's a fun festival that has a unique history to it, and we've got all the details coming up.
We'd like to take a moment and talk about severe weather and tips that can keep you safe. Thunder and lightning storms happen all the time. Do you know what to do to keep your family safe? Be aware, if you hear thunder, you are within distance of being struck by lightning. If you're outside, look for shelter inside a large building, home, or in a hardtop vehicle, and remember to stay away from windows. If lightning does strike your home, dial 911 immediately and move to a safer place, such as a neighbor's home. During a lightning storm, there is no safe place outside. Do not seek shelter under a pavilion, as this type of structure does not provide enough safety for you. Never stand under a tree during a lightning storm. As there's many technical reasons for this, just remember a tree can and will be used as a lightning rod. If somebody is struck by lightning, call 911 immediately.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making Home Affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
There's a change coming for the electronics recycling program under a new agreement between the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee and Green Tech. The event will once again be open to everyone, regardless of the community you live in. The program is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the last Saturday of every month at the municipal building. The new terms of the collection also include a $5 fee. $1 of that fee will go to a local charity. The other $4 are to cover up to one cathode ray tube monitor or television. Other recycling programs usually charge a large fee to recycle those. So if you have electronics to be recycled, no matter where you live, this is the place to do so. Some of us still like to crack open a good book, but even if you're a Kindle user, there's a new bookstore coming to Utica. The vacant building near Hall and M53 used to be a Borders bookstore. Now will be home to 2nd and Charles. This bookstore has both new and used books, but is also a music and coffee shop. It will be the largest in the chain, which only has 29 locations in the country, and the one other store in Michigan is in Auburn Hills. And teachers, listen up. This store will cater to you, offering you a year-round discount. Harry Potter fans should also be excited. While the store's official grand opening is in August, there will be a soft opening on July 30th for the 8th installment of the Harry Potter series. The new 2nd and Charles bookstore will open on Utica Park Boulevard. For more than 50 years, Arts and Apples has transformed Rochester Park into a maze of good food, family fun, and plenty of art. The festival is held by the Paint Creek Center for the Arts, but you might not know the interesting history behind it.
The first 20 years, it was just a group of residents that said, hey, we want to do an art fair, an art festival. And so Art and Apples, the apples came from, this was all apple orchards at the time. So they organized this event. In the first year, 25,000 people came.
And the money from the festival funds the center, which is a nonprofit organization.
We have a number of things lined up for the festival. We have 290 artists coming from 38 different states, one from Canada, so we're now international. There's a variety of nonprofits that work the gates for us, so we share the proceeds of the Art and Apples Festival with a variety of groups. The Older Persons Commission selling apple pies, the Boy Scouts are selling apple pies, so this is a really, it's a community event.
This year will be held on September 9th, 10th, and 11th, and it sounds like something you won't want to miss.
Everybody and anybody is welcome to come. It's a family-friendly event, so we encourage you to come with your family. The park, to be honest, I believe, and I might be slightly biased, is one of the most incredible festival locations I've ever attended. It's a beautiful scenic park, so I definitely encourage everybody to come see us.
We have all of the information on Arts and Apples on our Shelby TV Facebook page. And that's it for us here at Shelby this week. You can watch us all the time on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. And we'll leave you now with more from the Senior Center Choir. Thanks for watching.